Okay, I think I posted it enough places. Oh. Hello. 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 Let's go. Hello. Got my drink. How we doing? What's happening? This classical music bangs, but a little too hard. Oh, it is a banger. Let's fucking go, James. Everyone is fatigued. I'm fatigued. For sure, dude. Does the chat look better? The font's bigger and shit. This ain't no Fleetwood Mac, brother. Fucking hot, man. What's up, Jamax? What's up, everyone? Oh, here we are. I'm probably in a stream for a bunch of hours. Jesus, Bellerin. I don't know. This is so far from final, dude. Saint-Tropez? No, he's just refreshed, dude. Come on, dude. You know Pep cares about all the records. That's like his number one thing. What's up, Jason? Say Max. Listen, this is so far from settled. If you guys know me and or Walsh at all, then you know that like there's gonna be a huge disclaimer in Lambs that's like not final. I hope my computer can handle this because I'm recording it also on my end. So I can upload it to YouTube and not get copyright banned. Wouldn't that be cool? Only thing that is final is second goalkeeper's spot. That's absolutely nailed on. Honestly, at this point, I can't imagine a team without Podence and Baby Williams, too. YouTube video is nice? Yeah, thanks, dude. I thought it was a good way to, you know, get YouTube going for us, I guess. Throw the pods up on there. Apparently, a lot of people listen to pods on YouTube. Joe Rogan has like 5 trillion listeners on YouTube. I'm like, okay, I guess. A scale of 10. I could not care less, Kev. Yeah, I hate Joe Rogan, but I'm just saying, like, people watch it. I don't like Vardy pick at all. Hate the Vardy pick, TBH. Is this putting you guys in the mood, or is that just me? All right, I'm getting lambs ready because Walsh sent me lambs and then followed it up with an amended lambs, but I haven't even looked at it yet, so I don't even know what he's working with. Yeah, I mean, I feel you, Belfs. I understand it. I just that's just not how I listen to pods personally. But yeah, I mean, people like seeing it, and like pods are weird because you never like sit at a desk and listen to a pod, really, right? If Raj plays 2D Banks and lets Varge try to get Max to turn, he could have joy. Yeah. I mean, could have joy is 10 out of 10 matches, right? But we're trying to predict will have joy. Not could have joy. Dini could score 2 pens. I'm not bringing him in. Oh fucking case, Warley. Look at everyone. I love that there's like regulars. This is what, like the 5th stream or some shit? And there's regulars already. Love to see it. What's up, Paul? Paul M? Right, watching clips on YouTube. I have heard about that people do that. Clearly we don't do that. Does sound funny though. Papega? Don't even know if he's gonna start. Dini could also choke on it. Whoa, bro. Okay, Wasp. Evening, Frank. Oh, we're getting some like numbers, dude. We're hitting some numbers. Holy shit, we actually have crazy numbers because I think we're on the front page, boys. In the UK, Ireland front page. I have 500 viewers right now. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. I should curse less when I'm on the front page. Oh no, it just went back down to 63. I don't know. This thing's bugging out. Wait, does it say 500 for you guys or does it say like 60? Because on mine it says 60. Now it says 700. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know. The number is weird. Yeah, I'm on the front page. What's up, front page? We're talking FPL, baby. Fantasy Premier League. Imagine having St. Max in your squad. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited about that for sure. Reported for view botting. Honestly. Hope I'm not getting botted. No, I'm on the front page. Or I'm supposed to be on the front page today. It's going crazy. Yeah, I don't know. The number, maybe when that kind of stuff happens, it doesn't know what to do and it can't keep track of the numbers. The numbers. I'm supposed to be on front page UK and Ireland today. So, yeah, it's going to be a big one. Hello, every new person. We're going to do some Fantasy Premier League talk. Talking footy. No room for racism. Do you guys have Liverpool players? I just honestly don't know what to do with Liverpool, guys. Why? Why what? Why am I on the front page? Because we're the best. So, dude. Robbo. Nico? I don't think Nico's going to start. No Liverpool. Salah, Trent Robbo, Mo. Everyone's all over the place, basically. No Liverpool. Yeah, a lot of no Liverpools. This is kind of last night, 4 a.m. I removed Obbs and put Mo in. I don't know. I started getting a weird feeling about Obbs and Arsenal, and like everything we talked about on the pod, I still think is true that Watford are going to go for the win and Obbs is going to have room on the counter, but also all that matters is the FA Cup final. Like, why wouldn't Obbs get subbed off early? Why wouldn't he be protected? Why is he gonna, sprint his absolute ass off? There's not really a reason why. That scared me. Like, say it's 0-0 on 59. Take off Obbs. Put on, Nketiah or Saka or whoever didn't start between Saka, Pepe, or whatever. Yeah, I know. I'm supposed to have Redmond. Maybe I'll get Redmond. If I went Redmond over Ings. 352. So much money. If there's a leak of Laka starting, you're going to get him. Honestly, I hate the leaks so much. I might just play no leak football in the final game week. I might just not go leak. Eaters to Tark, that's not even like good. It doesn't get me anything. People always talk about scared and like, whoa, this track's mastered way loud. People always talk about like scared or you have courage. Oh, you have the balls to like captain, blah blah blah. Are you scared of no United players? Like, I don't care. You know, like Bruno pops off and everyone captains him, and I go down 50K. Like, I don't care. Whatever. I took a chance. Like, I still believe in the process. You know, it's final game week of the season. I'm gonna take a big ass swing, try and hit it out of the park. Potence is so cheap. I mean, dude, he didn't start getting minutes. Now we know he's actually really good and they should play him a lot more often, but look at his minutes. They transferred him in 14, 12. Dude, he hasn't played 42, 43, 44. He played 44 minutes in 10 game weeks before all of a sudden starting and being like really, really good. We won't get many leaks. I mean, dude, who cares? The leaks are just the worst. It's the worst. It's my least favorite change in FPL. I honestly, if I were Towers, I would be like, we need to make the new weekly game week deadlines 5 minutes before the matches start because leaks are horrible and ruining the game in some respect, you know? The leaks are terrible. The lineup leaks, it's bad for the actual teams. It's bad for casual FPL players. I have to set my alarm at 6 a.m. to wake up for a Saturday 7:30 a.m. leak. Like, it's just terrible. It's just terrible in every way. So I hope, I don't know, maybe I just won't do the leaks. Leak nudes, also bad. Totally different thing though. Yeah, Woodman's pretty nailed in. Yeah, high ceiling players. I agree. I mean, this Tinker is potent on the bench. He's not even starting. Just he's like my one bench guy that I'd be okay with coming in. But to say any attacker doesn't have a high ceiling versus Chelsea is kind of ridiculous if you think about it. What did I say on the pod? They have more conceded than Brighton, right? Like on pace for their worst defensive record in the Premier League era. Like, that's rough, dude. They have one less goal conceded than Newcastle. More conceded than Everton and Brighton. Let alone, you know, every other team here. What percent of FPL players are in the Western Hemisphere? No idea, dude. Oh. Ready Salted Chris. Great job by you. Thanks to the stream. Thanks for the sub, buddy. Susek is good. Yeah, I like Susek. I just think West Ham, once they secured safety, the revolutionary workers usually throw the tools down, and I just don't trust them to put in any sort of performance whatsoever. You cannot use 2 chips in the same game week. Let's go, Chris. Let's fucking go. I'm trying to curse less because I'm on the front page and I have like 2,000 viewers, but yeah. Almost as bald as Fraudiola? Yeah, almost. Actually, I don't know when he would look. Does he still have the hair on the side? You know, that kind of bald? Because I can do that. I can grow infinity hair everywhere except the tippy top of my head. Let's go, David. Yeah, I'm on the front page in UK and Ireland. No, you know, I'm still gonna curse, but I'm trying to just not go over the top. I really, really don't like this jazz cover of solfeggio in C minor. What is this? This isn't swing. No love for Sun. I've thought about Sun. David's all about Sun. Speaking of David, I like Sun against, Joel Ward / Mitchell if he switches sides. I like Sun as a player a lot more than Kane. He's just better. But I think in the Moose system, Sun is kind of secondary in every way. Yeah, very elevator music, yeah. No Trent. Yeah, I might get Trent. This isn't settled. Not settled. Not settled 11. Only one pool, that might be a 5-5. Yeah, it might be a 1-0 also. It might be a 1-1. Can always redeem units for cheeky rate my team. Yeah, that's how it works. Channel reward points on the bottom. You can submit for roast my team, rate my team, highlight your message, doing okay, run an ad, all that kind of stuff. Sterling. Yeah, I like Ings over Wood. What sites do you recommend? I only use a couple sites. I use Understat, which is this that I'm on right here. It's really, really good. Really clean site. XG, advanced stats. It has nice like maps and stuff like that too. So you want to go to Liverpool, Chelsea, see where the goals were. Boom, boom, boom. Look at Trent's goal. It's ridiculous. Stats has individual XG stats, stuff like that. I use that and basically the FF Scout member section. Basically all I use. Every once in a while. Actually, that's not true. FB Ref also. Really good site. I haven't fully worked it into my routine yet, but it is really good. And they take their stats from StatsBomb, which we know is really good, reliable. Yeah, I like Ings over Wood. Who scored? Honestly, the website is just so bad. Who scored? It freezes my computer sometimes, the amount of ads and stuff they have on there. I love FBref is just text. These old school kind of sites like that. I love that. And maybe I'm just showing my age, but I love this so much more. Yeah, Claire de Lune. Classic banger. I'm going to stream for hours. I think it's 1,000. Jameson. Kepa versus Wolves. I wouldn't start Kepa versus the U16 Wolves team. I don't like it. Jack Grealish? Villa are just so bad at attacking, dude. I mean, yeah, West Ham's defense is truly garbaggio, but I just don't trust Villa to score goals. Just don't trust them. You don't have Kepa. Confirmed. I'm not Walsh. I'm Milan. What's up, Bug? Kepa versus Kundal battle of the Titans. That would be amazing. Ryan, just a regular. Chasing Sterling cappers. Out of those three, Kane. I don't know. What time are you gonna do rate my teams? I don't know. Sorry, I don't really have it scheduled out. I just kind of go with the flow. We have two submitted. I could do a couple soon. This not Walsh. Top 100K after the season. I mean, dude, I've fallen off so hard. But yeah, I could get top 100. I mean, I guess I've been pretty good since restart. Up 140. But back to back, just bad seasons for me. Walsh has screamed okay before. That's happened like twice in 250 episodes, maybe? Something like that. One-to-one counseling. Yeah, I'm on the front page in the UK and Ireland, so I'm just getting like crazy viewership right now. Yeah, Sun versus Kane stats. I should look. This current draft does have money in the bank, I believe. No, not really. 0.2. Well, we can, since I'm on understat already, we might as well just start here. So this is the entire season, not just since moving, but it's relevant. Unchecked chain and build up, that doesn't really matter for FPL at all. Sun with a really solid XA, actually, per 90. It's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. But you see, Kane's got that XG. I mean, this is pens included, but pens are goals in fantasy too, so whatever. And look at that. That's really good. The shots are basically the same. But I think this is deceptive because the entire season, not just recently, right? So if I wanted to stay on understat, I could just go to the Spurs team. Set the start date at the restart. And then I could also do it like this. Well, let's weed out the non-starters, right? Minimum 400 minutes or something. Look at that now. Look at the difference now. They were same shots per 90 over the season. Now, pretty much a shot more per game. Look at the XG. That's insane. Is this pens? Are there pens? Yeah, it's not. He hasn't even had a pen since the restart. Just actually almost 5 times the XG. XA, pretty much the same. That tells you all you need to know right there. All you need to know. Walsh Def did the okay when I subbed in for you. Yeah, right? Like when I was in Japan or something, Walsh threw up a big time okay. I like Walsh's fireside chat okay. That's a good one. Okay. I mean, Antonio, I rate the player. And obviously his stats and stuff have been really, really good. I just don't really trust West Ham right now for one match where... Oh, great job by you, Sharson. Appreciate you. Palace are really weak on both sides. Yeah, Ward is really bad and Mitchell and shit. Yeah, I'll show you guys the Fantasy Football Scout membership. So that was a thing that I brought. What was that, 2 pods ago? I think when we were talking about like which side a team concedes from. So I have it set to the game week range, and then you can see chances conceded, which side, right? So Palace, pretty much the same on the left flank and the right flank, mostly down the center. They're just bad. Sorry, Walsh. Whiskey Saturdays. Sun versus Joel Ward is real, but I think insert Lucas or Bergvine and Serge versus Mitchell is even better. What extra stats would you want to accrue points? None. Honestly, I don't like that kind of stuff. The like Taga scoring and stuff. I'm just not interested. Yeah, Villa defense been borderline elite since restart. That is a strong point that Walsh brought up on the pod. Antonio pick. Like you look at Villa, they're probably green on the fantasy site, right? I'm sure. But they've been top 6 or so defense since the restart. Very underratedly. Ant-Man? I hate that nickname for Antonio. No respect. Top 150 in the world because you're in pod. Holy hell, dude. I don't understand how there's so many people that are like top 200 in the world And they're like, dude, your pod, oh my god, blah blah blah. And me and Walsh are just sitting in, I don't even know. How do you sort FBRF to show only the last 6 games? I'm not sure if you can. I haven't played with it that much. I know you can do match by match individually, but I'm not sure if you can set like a start and end point. Oh, what did it say? Weisker_. Great job by you, Whisk. Appreciate you, Brad. Feel they're gonna be more defensive IMO. Point will probably be enough for them. Yeah, I mean, there's also that factor, right? Where it's like it's in their best interest to just keep it at arm's length until they know what they need to do. It's crazy, absolutely bonkers crazy that Villa are 38% to get relegated. They're in the driver's seat. 2 weeks ago, they were like 98% relegated. They listen to the shots you don't buy. Yeah. Pod's good for avoiding traps. Interesting. We are kind of the sacrificial lambs, honestly. We are. We never listen to your own advice. Yeah. You're right. You're right. Wiseker_. Great analysis. Appreciate it. Will the real Wiz stand up? The Villa stand up, 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 up. Yeah, I mean, I have no interest in like Watford and Bournemouth staying up, so whatever. Come on, you villains. But yeah, so what's the actual 34 points, 34, 31. So if Villa get a point, then they only go down if Watford is winning. If Watford wins. So if Watford's behind, which they probably will because they're playing Arsenal, then Villa just need to hang on for a 0-0, right? Yeah, I got a lot of viewers right now, Voldy. Are any of you guys UK? Can you see if I'm on the front page? I'm supposed to be on the front page. I can't tell. Yeah, I don't know if you can sort by a specific time frame on here. You probably can. I just haven't spent as much time on this site, so I don't know. That's cool. You can export everything as like a CSV and stuff too, so you can make your own numbers. That's really cool, actually. What a great site. For American viewers, there's also like baseball ref, basketball ref, football ref for NFL. Like, you probably know about those. They're classic. Fred Gilbert. Yeah, he's kind of bad. Kind of bad. Can confirm you are. Oh, cheers, dude. That's cool. But yeah, so we were looking at this Palace stuff. I mean, it's kind of a myth that they've been conceding more through Ward's side or more through Mitchell's side. It's just kind of across the board. They're just conceding a lot of chances. That's mainly what you need to know. A lot of shots in the box. A lot of shots on target. A lot of headed shots. A lot of big chances. Like, they just concede lots of stuff. So you want, I think in general, I mean, I think the matchup thing is interesting, but I don't know how profitable it is in FPL. Like, I feel like we don't have much of a sample size of picking guys specifically with their like one-on-one who's marking the matchup. I feel like that usually isn't something we do. We usually just choose the best player. Maybe we should do more of it, but we don't have that much experience with being like, okay, blah, blah, blah is on the right side up against this guy is going to explode. Like, I don't know. It's not that kind of sport, you know? I don't feel like it's like as specifically matchup based as, you know, maybe say American football or something like that. Yeah, Villa defense could be good. They still should be really cheap. Yeah, it's complicated, but a great set. I agree. Baseball ref, yeah. Legendary. What site is this? This is Fantasy Football Scout member section. So it's not free. Understat and FBref for free, but I still use the member section of FFS a lot. It's a good site. Yeah, it's a cherry on top. Yeah, maybe it helps decide between one and another guy, but I don't think it defines who's going to be good for a week or whatever. Yeah, that's true too. It's only been 2 matches with Mitchell at left back. That's also true. So what are the last 2, I guess? What happened in 36 and 37? I mean, this is way too small a sample size to take that much from, but still basically the same. They just concede across the board, you know? Are there, yeah, I guess there are some teams, hello Arsenal, that are just like extremely weighted. Getting behind Bellerin, I guess, is just the play there. It's deceptive though, right? Because also, I think the defending team's tactics and manager will have even stronger influence on this than the attacking team, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like teams will set up to concede from a specific place over another place. Like, maybe they are fine with crosses from the right side because that's how they're set up. That's how they, you know, imbalance their formation to favor the left side or something like that and going forward. So they concede crosses from the right and they're okay with it, but I don't know. Hard to say. I think this is more of like an eye test thing than anything else, honestly. West Ham defense, really bad. Yeah, Dear Podence, game week 1. Oh. Watch him be like 5-0 because he started 3 matches all season. Yeah, 2 game weeks, 4 game weeks. It's hard to draw conclusions from any. If only one of your fullbacks is super attacking, that's where the space will be. Yeah, in general. Yeah, that makes sense. But the following question is like, where there's quote unquote space to attack, is that where FPL points come from? Or is that where, say, the hockey assist comes from? Don't know. That's really hard to say. You know, are Liverpool's goals conceded all coming from the attacking team's left side, aka behind Trent? Or is that just where like the ball progression comes from and then the goals conceded come from the other side? You know what I mean? It's not necessarily where the points come from, I don't think. Chelsea season long? Yeah, basically balanced. Attacking Mustafi, yeah. But they're also getting behind Bellerin, right? I think Jesus and then Kane and then Abba for me, Mega. I've gone full circle with Obbs, talking ourselves into Obbs over Kane on the pod, and then now I just don't feel good about Obbs. I just don't know what Arteta and Arsenal are gonna do. I hate that unpredictability. I prefer Kane getting 90, and just being the main man 100%, and I just don't know what Obbs and Arsenal are gonna do. You're totally off. To me and Walsh, God, I love that shit. We talk ourselves into some shit, and then we figure out away from each other. We both end up at the same conclusion. He's totally off Obbs. I haven't even looked at his lambs yet, and I'm like, yeah, I'm totally off Obbs. Like, we made some good points on the pod, and then we factored in other things, and now we're off Obbs. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, it's interesting. This team definitely isn't final, but I also kind of like it. I don't know. What do you guys think about Arsenal's defense this week against Watford? Watford are just so bad. So bad. I'm curious what Watford's XG has been since the restart. I mean, I know that Dini has 2 pens, right? Let's see non-penalty XG. So other than the pens, 5.97 in 8 games. Ooh. Yikes. Absolutely not an Arsenal defense. Yeah, it's probably kind of silly. Yeah, Emmy's good. But that's classic Obs, dude. Obs is not a Kane Mo type where it's like you need to be seeing like 5 shots a game for them to be really, really good. Yeah, Martinez is pretty good. Which game, Bradley? Yeah, I mean, they're going with like a Burnley guy is probably safer. I can't afford Trent in this current team. Not that this team's settled, but I just want to look around. Richie? How many goals are Liverpool going to score to counteract his potential goal assist pen haul? I really wish I could triple Spurs, but I feel pretty good about Kane. I kind of want to keep Kane. He's just been looking good. Man, I just don't trust like any of these teams. Actually, any. Like, what if I just went with a Chelsea guy? They're so bad, but against Wolves, and they kind of. What's Wolves' deal? They kind of need a point too, right? They're 1 ahead of Spurs for 6th, and they want 6th. So they're gonna be playing a win. So never mind on Chelsea. Don't feel good about that. There's so few. Arsenal could rest defenders. They could rest anyone. That's what I'm scared of. Yeah, honestly, a Southampton defender is not that bad. Even though their individual defenders are really bad, their press and stuff has been good. Yeah, I could probably get Trent. Yeah, I could probably do that. Swarley. Let's see. And then I join pod partner on Redmond. Bora. Just barely. Barely out of range. Is too good in here? I don't know. He usually floats around. I don't know what time it is where he's from. Yeah, cojones, etc., etc. Southampton or Villa. Yeah, I think Southampton might be a sneaky one. Jomez. Just not much upside, right? I don't expect to clean. So I don't want a center back in a match where I don't expect to clean, if that makes sense. Just straight up. I could also make Lloris McCarthy and then get in like Toby or something. I trust McCarthy a little bit more. Emmy's great, but I mean, if Watford can't score 1 goal against Arsenal with their entire season on the line, I mean, what what world are we living in, you know? Yeah, he'll probably play Mega, I think. I'm not worried about Raz taking a little vacation. He's earned it. He's fine. Little beach time. Little Saint-Tropez. Peacock can F off. Welbs and Dini. Yeah, I mean, it's not good. Sar, Decore, Hughes. I don't know. They could do some stuff. Dawson could score on a corner. I feel like they'll score a goal, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Yeah, I mean, that's so sketchy to me, David. That quote is so sketchy. I have no idea what that means in terms of who's actually going to start for Arsenal or not. Like, actually, no idea. I don't want any part of that. I was in on odds, and now I don't want anything to do with it. Yeah, Dini Pen. Might be their best chance of it. Well, maybe a unit on that would be good. All right, I don't want Bellerin. Pretty happy with the rest of my team though. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's just not like another defense I really like that much. What's the one sec. What's the clean sheet odds guy again? I always forget his name, man. What's his name? Does anyone know his name? FPL Salah. How do I forget that name? Oh, good job by you, Blar. Oh my god, replenish, let's go! Oh, yeah, beauty! Wow, welcome, Czar, Dadlad, Hemmings, Birthmark, Wyerton, Redhead, JBC, Guinness, Nello. Holy smokes. 10. 10! Look at that. Yeah, text-to-speech is funny. I wish there was more text-to-speech, like honestly do. I could turn it on for follows, but it gets too annoying. It's just ridiculous. Okay, here I found the guy. Clean sheet odds. So shout out to FPL Salah, by the way, Abdul. Doing the odds work for us. I know, but I don't own that, David, so I don't want to get like copyright. There's all the copyright stuff. Hello from Israel, Manishma. So clean sheet odds. So City, see, odds. I've explained this on a pod earlier this season. Wow, Steve Sequoia, let's go. What a hit, son. What a hit. Erlin, Sion, Fruit, Emmanuel, Scout, welcome. Wow. Yeah, so I've explained this on an earlier pod. I probably explained it better on that pod than I'm gonna try and explain it now. But basically, what bookmakers are doing they're not predicting what they think will happen. They're putting down a number that they predict 50% of the public will bet either side of, right? So they're never gonna put Liverpool what they actually think it's going to be, because I guarantee it's lower than this based on what they've been doing since the restart, right? There's no way 45% chance of a clean away to Newcastle based on what they've been doing in the restart. But if they put it any lower than this, they know the public's all going to bet on Liverpool for a clean. And you never want that as a book. You never want everyone to bet on one side, because that's how you get hammered. The book always wins if it's around closer to 50-50, the better for the book. That's how the house always wins, because they take a cut. So they got the VIG, the juice. So you have to take these with a grain of salt. Like, big teams are always going to be bumped up because they know what the public's thinking. And the bottom team's probably vice versa. Probably always lower than they're going to be. But, yeah. Yeah, that's why Chelsea at 36. Like, yeah, I mean, Wolves are kind of bad at attacking, but still. Alonso? Yeah, Alonso's a shout, actually. Like, they have a chance at a clean, and at least Alonso's really far forward. You know what I mean? The juice, XQC. No, the VIG, bro. The VIG. Um, even just the audio, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure how that kind of stuff works. Yeah, copyright stuff. That logic is for spreads, as those markets are 50-50 bets. Yeah, but it applies somewhat to the clean sheet odds as well, right? They're not always 50-50 bets, but they're usually like minus 110 or whatever. Either side of it. But Alonso is kind of nice. I'd have to reconfigure some stuff, but I actually kind of back this. I mean, he'll probably start, right? Did he start last time they played Wolves a million years ago? Yeah. Frank probably, like, the 5 at the back against Liverpool was extremely questionable. There's not really any logic to playing 5 at the back against Liverpool, but maybe he was thinking ahead to, okay, if we don't get something versus Liverpool, we might need something versus Wolves, and I want to play 5 at the back there. 6% seems high. Yeah, I agree. 6% for Norwich is like, I don't know what you'd have to do to get me to take that. There's just no way in hell. He matched formation last time when they scored like 5 against Wolverines. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we talked about this, Walsh. It makes sense. I could see that. Let's just go to Chelsea. Wait, so when was that? Game week 5. Look at that. They really pounded them. Look at these shots, man. Bats. Classic Bats, 83rd minute. 0.85 XG shot saved. Tammy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is the Tomori worldie. I remember this. Look at this Tomori goal. Tomori Gato. Man, look at that spanking, dude. Wow. Wow. I strongly feel Chelsea Wolves will remain goalless for a long while. Yeah, it could. Except Wolves need a result more. They kind of need a result to hold on to 6th. Assuming Spurs are just going to be beating Palace easily, which I think is a correct assumption. No, I want Kane. I don't really want Greenwood at all. Bats only knows how to poach fucking bats. Yeah. Tomorrow, yeah. Wolves still have Europa, yeah, but they're also trying to qualify for next year's Europa, which seems like something they take seriously to me, at least. I mean, they could still win Europa. Like, they're very in it right now. And they're only a point ahead of Spurs, who probably safe to say have 3 points in the bag. I mean, nothing's in the bag in the Prem, but like as likely 3 points as any team this week, I would say. City, and then Spurs, the 2 most likely just straight up wins. I mean, I don't like either, Ryan. They're nowhere near anyone's free hit team, but they're still good players. Oh, that's funny. They put this little caveat. Home field advantage has been reduced by 60% to reflect the change. Interesting. I don't really know how I would do that, to be honest, Warley. I honestly just don't know how I could do that. Links are disabled, which I feel fine about. Maybe instead of putting your team ID, you could just put your 11. You could just type out your 11. If United and City win in Europe, then 6 gets Champs League. Yeah, I think that's right. No, because you can only have a max of 5, I think. So no, it still wouldn't be to 6th. There is a max. Yeah, I mean, if you're following leaks and one of your guys isn't starting, that's bad, and you should get rid of that guy. That's pretty fundamental fantasy sports, right? If your guy's not gonna play, don't have them. KDB and Silva for me. I don't know if Mars starts. Whereas I feel very confident Kevin and David start. And what we're saying on the pod is like, look at his returns and starts. 13, 17, 2, 9, 3, 3, 5, 2, 9, 5, 2, 9, 11, 11, 10, 1, 10, 10, like 3. Like, he returns 50% of the games, it seems like. A large percentage of the games he starts. And if we definitely expect him to start, it's cheaper. I love it. I love the Dilf pick. Are there 2 Ryan Hemmings in here, or am I tripping balls? Why does one Ryan Hemmings have the 1 month subscriber thing and the other Ryan Hemmings doesn't have the 1 month subscriber thing? What the hell is happening? Thoughts on Fat Frank still being rattled by Liverpool bench? That was funny as hell. I love that. I guess Son and Kane. Well, the only thing I don't like about owning Son and Kane is that means you only have one Spurs defensive asset, and I think they're the most assured for a clean. Chelsea don't need a win though, right? Most likely, Man United's going to be taking care of Leicester, so a point probably is fine. 1,000 of the 1,500 people in here, Ryan Hemmings, good. Didn't know. Oh man. Hey, just follow first time you've seen FPL content. Just well, welcome, dude. It's this is only the maybe 5th stream we've done or something like that, so kind of new to it also, but you know, finding our feet here. It's fun. It's fun just going nuts on people's teams and stuff, and especially with free hit this week. Should I start doing lambs? Walsh did send in his lineup with the amended follow-up email lineup, but I don't know. I'm kind of chilling now. I don't really want to start it yet. One point is enough for Chelsea no matter the other result. Oh yeah, true. So yeah, they don't need a win. The question with Chelsea is like, can they play defensive? Can they just play like a passive possession game where they just sit back and like it's not open at all? I honestly don't know if they're capable of that. That's true. So if I brought in Alonso, 0.7 off, I mean, it might just have to be Potence. I might just have no bench. I don't know. It feels kind of weird starting St. Max or Potence. Like, are they good enough? Why does Walsh support Palace? You know what? I need to start. I need to get a good answer from Walsh so I can do this. Type Palace and then it'll say, because everyone always asks and it's like so annoying. Yeah, I know. Don't play St. Max. I know. I don't really want to start Potence either, though. So if one of these guys is like Billy Gilmore, and the other guy could be a 5-4. They're the Mets of the Prem. It's funny because we both kind of, when we started watching, both Palace and Liverpool were kind of the Mets of the Prem. I'm also a Mets fan. Mets, Jets, etc. Liverpool were like, when I started watching, Liverpool were like finishing 8th, and they were like the joke of the big teams. You know what I mean? And Mets are obviously a huge market. They're a New York team, but like kind of a joke. Who hadn't won in, you know, a long ass time. FMLPL Wiki. Yeah, I know. Coffee table book. Beautiful ceremony for Liverpool. Thanks, Shapiro ROA. Mets, Jets, Nets, Sets. No, not Nets. Although I have gone to a trillion Nets games. Yeah, Skirtle, Agar, Colo. John Joe starting every week. Yeah, that is a case for Greenwood, right? He's so much better than whatever mid I get here. So much better. But I don't really want him over like Ings or whatever. If I did that, 8-2 for this spot, all of a sudden it's ridiculous. Might just have to. Why are we talking about the Marlins? Oh my god. Marlins are the MK Dons. Marlins are Hull. Jared Bowen being the latest superstar pitcher they sold off as they get relegated. Rich? Nah, I don't want Rich. Jets are my NFL team. Fuck off. Undefeated in the playoffs. True. True. I was there. Could go back to Pooley. As you saw, it doesn't matter who he plays. He's just world class. He's so fucking good. Holy hell. No, I want Jesus over Morris. I like what Jesus has been doing. Love the background music? Thanks. It's supposedly public domain classical, like for use in YouTube and Twitch and stuff, but we'll see if I get banned or not. But I'm recording the stream separately so I can upload it to YouTube if it's copyright effed. I don't know, at least I'm trying to. I was getting sick of that other playlist. Like, I like dance music and stuff, but like when I'm just sitting here looking at FPL teams, I don't really want to be like shredding. Yeah, the Beethoven Foundation's coming for me. Can I use that money to get Trent? Yeah, I can, but I kind of like the Alonso pick, dude. Not gonna lie. 2.1K. Shout out to the pod. Let's go. Front page. What up? Talkin FPL. Yeah. Ooh. Last week. I could go Redders, follow pod partner there. I could full avoid Burnley too. Which is fun. But then I'm back in the same situation of not really having a player here. I won't fall for Messi, don't worry. Is Derek on free hit as well? I believe so. My original gut was Almiron, and there's something about him. Those eyes. Those damn eyes. Look at this. I mean, just look at it. Kind of want that. That's correct, Ryan Hemmings. I should start announcing the music like it's a classical music radio show. Beethoven Sonata, number 14, C sharp minor. Super breathy, close to the mic. I kind of love Miggy too, dude. Thoughts on Trez? I mean, he seems like the only guy capable of scoring goals in the entire Aston Villa squad. So sure, because they're probably going to get a goal because they kind of need to. But yeah. WFML. Exactly. Should we bang out a couple rate my teams? Yeah, let's do it. Mid-August, Luca, I think. It's usually. All right, so let's look at Pitino66's team. Having Jota Kalu. That's good. That's good stuff right there. Oh, whoops. Hold on. There we go. Let's see. What's he up to? 650K. How did you finish 4K last season and you're 650K this season? What? That's absolutely insane, dude. What happened? You just been 1 million all season. All right, but you're storming back. What's your goal here? Like top 500K? I mean, there's so many dead teams in this range. You can maybe go even higher. Yeah, it seems like you messed up this year. Hemmings, you gotta use the channel points thing. It's the only way I can keep track. Otherwise, everyone just sends in their IDs and it's crazy and I lose them all and everything. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. I love the no room for racism. I love the kit colors. Really nice. Don't love this, but you know, you probably got scammed into it from your dad or something. Not looking like a flush trophy cabinet this year. Zombies. Your zombie team. Oh, it's just literally your team versus your zombie team. Jesus, your zombie team. 1890. Let's see the zombie team. It's not a bad team. Oh, Bernardo Silva. Never mind. Trez is such a shithouse. Yeah, I mean, who knows? You just want to beat your head-to-head mini league rival, 20 points behind. So which one is that? Classic League? One of these two? Well, you're 100 points behind in this one, so it's not that one. Bruh. Oh, there you go. Mark Pludeman. Interesting. So I assume you don't have free hit, Pete, right? Man, not free hit is just so not interesting to talk about compared. Oh, no, you do have free hit. Why am I even looking at your team? What am I rating? Like, you've been doing poorly this season, but now you have free hit, so you should change every single one of your players, except maybe Kev and Ings? Greenwood, maybe? It's a weird week to rate my team because you're going to change every single player, right? You're on free hit, so I don't know what to look at. Aside just roasting you that you're 645,000 places worse than last season. Let's see some of these transfers. Brought in Mane for Pooley. Yikes. Brought in Alonso for Trent. Yikes. Holy. Pooley in for Son. So, okay. Gets rid of Son right before 13.86. I did the same. Brought in Pooley. Just in time for 2-6. Not only 2-6, and then transfer him out. Pooley gets 9 for Mane's 5. Wow. That's rough, dude. That's really rough. I appreciate it, Ryan. Oh yeah, beauty. Well, Peter Steed, I wish you luck. Good luck on the free hit. If people want to send, instead of your team IDs, if you want to put your free hit current team in there or something, that's fine. You could do it that way. All right, fine, Peter. I'll look at your. So I'll just start making people's teams or something. Is that a good way to do it? Not really. You know what? I should use the featured chat thing. So if I do this, give me a sec. This website's kind of buggy. All right, well, the website's extremely buggy right now, so never mind. It's not even showing my chat correctly. What is this? Well, rip feature chat. I'll just read his team. McCarthy, Peters, Aurier, Bardsley, Stan. On free hit, I'm not going Stan. I don't know. Against Everton, I guess it's not the worst. Kane, Jesus, Raz, Mahrez, Martial, Salah. I mean, yeah, the rest of your team's pretty stacked. That's like your one bad player. Yeah. I mean, it looks pretty good, dude. You know how I feel about some of those picks, like the 50-50 of them, but it's good. Surgery Pod was talking about how Palace are weak right side. I don't know, dude. They're weak every side. I just looked up the chances created stuff, and it didn't seem weighted towards any specific zone, really. I think there's weird understat stuff I could look at that I haven't tried, to be honest. It doesn't have the side. It just says. Oh, that's cool. Game state. Weird. I haven't listened to Surgery Pod yet. I'm gonna listen. I'll try and listen to that and try and listen to Double Pivot before I finalize my team tonight/tomorrow morning. But everything I looked at said that Palace basically concede the same number of chances left and right, concede the most down the middle. by just eye test logic, that makes sense too. I don't think Ward is worse than Mitchell. And I think they actually get more coverage from like Towns. Although Schlupp is now back, so maybe that's not true anymore. But yeah, I don't know. Hello, Alon. FMLVL was a pretty fun pod. I appreciate you, Basil. I already debunked it with stats, exactly. I don't know. Late risers. Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely listen. I'll definitely listen. Front page Pog. Yeah, I know. It's weird. But, you know, we're getting some new followers and stuff, some new people to check us out, which is pretty cool. Check us out. Oh, Iceman. What up, James? Dude, James, so, well, I don't know if this is weird to talk about on here, but I heard that you're not going to be doing the pod anymore or something, which is crazy. Like someone else is taking over or something? I missed the episode where you announced like who's taking over or whatever. But that's sad, man. Sad to see you guys go. You and Hogs Rod or whatever. Ing Sun outscoring Kane and Redders. Yeah, probably. I could see that. I like Ings a lot more than Redders for sure. Wow, getting a bunch of new followers. Let's go. Cool. What did you miss? Nothing, dude. Just talking shop. I don't know. Talking about stuff. You could always catch the VOD later if you want to see what you missed. Yeah, Iceman and Hogs. That is surgery to me. That's going to be weird to hear others. Unfortunately, I rarely find time to listen to FPL stuff. I mostly listen to like football pods, but when I do, I like surgery. Yeah, I like you guys. I'll have to listen to the latest app after the stream. I should just listen like on stream. Just have it on in the background instead of music. That'd be nice. All right. Rasta Mouse. I mean, dude, if I'm looking at the next submitted roast my team, but if you also have free hit available, then this is kind of like weird and pointless. Okay. He doesn't have free hit available, so it's more worthwhile. Joe Vickers. 5K. Look at you, Joe. Get 10. Beautiful. Nah, I'm finishing at end of season to create a family, move away. I'll miss it, but needs must. Great to put a face to the voice. Great stream. Appreciate it, James. Well, best to you, dude. Hopefully you stay a bit active on Twitter or whatever a little bit. Keep in touch for sure. Wow, Vickers with the 106 bench boost. Hanley. Imagine bench boosting with Button and Hanley on your bench and still coming with 18. What the hell is this? What am I looking at? These people in the 5K regions just do the weirdest. Oh, this is your first season? What? You're smurfing, dude. This is a smurf account. Absolute smurf account. Debut season, you guys helped a lot. Need to win the charity league. Wow. Sick, dude. Joe, that is absolutely insane for your first season. Like, I've never seen anything like this. What the hell? 5 head bench boost. 9,000 IQ bench boost. Villa fan. Villa staying up, maybe. I love the no room for racism. I love the kit colors. Dude, if this kid had, like, a collar, I'd buy that. Straight up. He wants to win the charity league. Got a slim 11-point lead. Ben Harris is lurking. Does Ben have free hit? No. Ben also bench boosted last week. Are you guys... What the hell's going on? Why is everyone bench boosting? So let's see what he said. He said, I'm thinking about Doc and Bruno to Aurier and Salah for -4. Have just enough money in the bank. It's kind of like on paper, yeah, I kind of like those moves, but taking a hit with just an 11-point lead just seems like kind of a throw to me, to be honest, dude. I mean, starting Doc is not the end of the world, right? You have Pope, Trent, Peters, Doc to start, Bowley on the bench. Like, that's not that bad, dude. Especially Chelsea just need a point. They're not going to be going all out attack. I don't think Frank's that stupid. I don't know. Maybe he is. Yeah, I don't love a hit with an 11-point lead. I want to... If you're going to do a move, I think you should do something for not a hit. Like, I don't like the United fixture, so maybe you could do something like a Tony or a Bruno. Bruno's probably too risky, to be honest. Because you're... Well, let's pull up the other guy again. I don't play. Part of my problem with all of these questions is I don't care at all about any mini league. I never even think about it ever. So the questions that come in are like, oh, I have an 11-point lead, or like I'm down 20. I'm just like, fuck. I have to like think about that completely differently than how I normally think about it. Decent chance Liverpool are all drunk and bad versus Newcastle ends up being Nico Williams and Minamino in a 1-1. I don't think so. I think there's enough time off that it probably won't be. And I think it'll be, I think Trent for sure starts. Like, what a season he's had. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have free hit also. You guys have a lot of the same attackers. I mean, yeah, he does have Mo, but yeah, if you get rid of Doc... I think I would start Son over Foden, Peters over Bowley, start Doc, and then transfer Doc to like Aurier, something like that. I think that should win you the week. I mean, you could start Foden over Greenwood too. I don't hate that. I don't think Foden will start, but there's always a chance. And if he does, I like him a lot better for points than Greenwood. I mean, even if he gets 30 minutes, I think he probably has a better chance of scoring points than Greenwood, honestly. Foden to Dill, yeah, but I just assume you don't have money in the bank for that, right? And if he had like 2 mil in the bank, this would be a different discussion. I just assume he doesn't. Might also bench Greenwood, then Foden to Dilva. Wait, you do have that money? Oh my god, he does have the money. Oh, I love Foden to Dilv, dude. Absolutely love it. I totally back that move. I really like that move. I think starting Doc is fine, but a defensive transfer I think is way less upside than a Foden to Dilv. Start Son over Mason. Love that. Love it. Book it. Done. Yeah. I always forget about the in the bank thing because they changed it a couple years ago, right? Didn't they? Yep. Easy peasy. I agree. Go get it, Joe Vickers. First season, this guy's 5K. Imagine if we could follow our own advice, Walsh. Wow. What the hell? Oh my god, we just got so many more roast my teams. Oh, I'm gonna wait a little. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, bro. Cheers. Yeah, I think I'm sold out. Yeah. Absolutely love Dilf. Love Dilf this week. Huge Dilf guy this week. Iced espresso's done. This is the fucking this track bangs. I do follow my own all the time about Benteke choices. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous from Walshy. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, I couldn't find it on here. For those who missed it, this is what I was referencing. Chances created the same on either flank. Same through the center. They concede more crosses from the left flank, but that's not what we... You know, that's just beating... Like, this is more indicative of, like, beating Mitchell than Ward. And then if we tighten it up to just the weeks when it was Mitchell, not PVA, it's still basically the same. Look at that. Look at the crosses conceded. That's more reflective, I feel like, of which side is getting more beat up. Not Ward's side. To me, it's much more the left side is getting abused and targeted. Just loop this on. I know this track fucking really bangs. Yeah, it's Walsh playing piano off camera. Absolutely. Zoom piano meeting. I'd probably start Foden over Juan. Stay hydrated, y'all. Ah, fuck. So I closed my transfer page. What was I doing? I don't know if I want to get rid of Ings. Ugh, I'm still so torn on my team. I kind of like this Alonso idea, though. Wait, why did I... Not sure about Mo, to be honest. Just no idea what that match is going to look like. I wish I could play this. I was okay at piano when I was a kid, and then I quit. Hi, Nathan. Follow me, guys. Get out of here, dude. Don't make me ban you. None of that. None of that in chat. Jack Robinson to Peters. I was just looking at this earlier, Jam. It's just like mind blowing that, you know, the odds of them staying up are so much higher because of the quality transfer. Wow, crowd going wild. Oh, all good, dude. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I know. It's just crazy. I mean, it seems like, yeah, they're probably in the best position to stay up. They have by far the best fixture, and they're probably the best team. Like, at this point, they deserve to stay up over Watford and Bournemouth. They're definitely better. Crowd loves the village. Yeah, crowd goes wild. Fake crowd noise out. Oh my god. I kind of wish I had fake crowd noise. Wait, so how do I make this team work? What do you guys like? What do you guys think about Mo and just Liverpool? It feels like I'm spending too much for like sort of a wild card of a spot. Like I don't feel confident about a return, but the upside's hat trick. Is the argument to own, I guess. Yeah, this is Brahms. Good call, Luca. Use Lingard, please. Definitely. If Lingard was like 4-3, I could have him and throw him on the bench, maybe. I know, that's the thing, right? Eye test wise, Mo could be scoring 2 goals every game since the restart. Actually, every game. His stats are crazy, everything. A lot of shots, everything. But yeah, where else do you spend the money? Yeah, that's the hard part, right? And I don't really want to go Sun because I'd rather double the defense. I could The thing that I changed last night was I had obs in, but I'm kind of off obs. You know? I mean, this feels like game week 1 when, like, somewhere in the recesses of our mind, we know that the best team isn't using all 100 million pounds of your budget, but we still are going to use it anyway because it feels good. You know, like I want this to say 0.0 so badly because it just feels nice and tidy. It's just like fitting the square in the square hole when you're a baby. But it doesn't mean it's the best team. Like the best team might be cost 90. You know? Why off obs? Just Arsenal are very unreliable. Straight up. I mean, they don't need anything from the match at all. All they really need in life right now is to be fit for the FA Cup final. That's number one priority that's the only priority. It's not number one priority. It's the actual only priority. So keeping people fit, including their best player by far, Aubameyang. Does he play 45 minutes? Yeah, sub him off at half, keep him sharp. Like, that seems good. Do they push really hard for the goal when they're down, if they go down 1-0 or something? Or if it's 0-0? Like, no. Why would they? Why are they going to push super hard and make attacking subs? They shouldn't. They actually shouldn't. It's actually bad. I don't like that at all. Much prefer someone like Kane where it's like they need the win. He 100% plays 90 because Moo just works him into the ground no matter what. You know? So, I just don't like that. Hey, Mug, what's up? Cheers, Mug. Appreciate it. Oh, was someone shouting Lalana? Yeah, I don't think he's going to. That's why I didn't sub on against Chelsea also. For the sentimental. It's good for the sentimental reasons, but like the transfers going through for Brighton and stuff. That's an injury would be the only thing to derail the transfer that clearly both sides want to happen. So. I kind of like Toby. To answer your question, Whale. They're all the same price. Like, Davis is the fullback, and usually we want the fullback, but like he actually does no attacking. None. Let's do a little. If the comparison tool was a little smarter, it would just always match them, right? So like, yeah, he goes up obviously further than the center back, but he really just doesn't do much attacking stuff. Despite being further up the pitch. He has 8 touches in the box from game week 30 to Toby's 4. You know, it's nothing in it. He has 1 more shot. Except none of his shots are in the box. They're all just Bavis F me land. Just 30-yard bangers. Whereas Toby's are all headers in the box. He had 3 chances created to 0, sure, but that's 3 in 8 games. It's not like something good. So I just like the chance slightly more that like Toby can score off a header. You know, he has the XG reflects that. I think it's a slightly better chance. And like it doesn't seem like they're what's the bones? Bones are actually maybe a reason to go Bavis. They're way higher. But I don't know, there's a very small percent chance that Toby can maybe score on a header. And that's just that haul is kind of pushing me there. Why no United versus out of form Leicester? I just think it's going to be a really horrible match where both teams just basically kill the game and it's like meaningless possession and just bad. I think Leicester sit really deep. I think their midfielders sit really deep. United struggle versus teams like that. And so I don't particularly like them with a low upside of, or a low ceiling of goals, I think. Necktie start? I'm not sure. Mug, I can confirm that they will not be retiring the number 20, unfortunately. Our set piece defending currently threadbare. There you have it from Walsh. So who scored it was another free statistics site. The site is an actual disaster and always freezes my computer, and the amount of ads are just like absolutely out of control. I hate the site, but the one section that I like is the team statistics section. And then situational statistics of goals for, goals against. So we won against. And you can like sort by like set piece, counter, and stuff like that. Palace have actually been pretty good versus set pieces, but no Cahill, no Sacco. Pretty bad. So yeah, you know. Pretty good for, maybe this is a good Toby header game as much as, you know, headers. Oh no, Benteke too. True, their best center back. So maybe this is the kind of game where, even though it's a very low percent chance to like call a set piece header, maybe it just bumped up a little higher. I mean, I like that logic. Maybe I'll go Toby over Hugo. I mean, it's not like Hugo's going to make saves versus Palace, right? Son and Lo Celso taking all the corners. Yeah, if United get an early goal, yeah, for sure. But then once again, you can make up like an if scenario in pretty much every match all season. I'm trying to predict what will happen. It to me it's the same as if Leicester nick an early goal. If Vardy like humiliates, oh nice Roro. Oh great by you Roro. You know, if Leicester and Vardy like humiliate Maguire and De Gea, that could get out of control too. They have low confidence in bad players. But I'm not gonna bank on it. Will Toby start with Dyer back? Yeah, I think so. I think Villa clean Wolves. Villa don't play Wolves. Good question. Absolute predictability only. Yeah, totally. I don't know. Maybe I should get Toby over Hugo. What the hell? Wow, Roro. Oh, yeah, beauty. Wow. Welcome, Nunu, Duffeldog, A-Trap, Dodito, Rosswad, Aka, Fitrine, Stones Mahomes, Jamal Crawford, Pocono. The subs are flying, boys. All right, now I just have 3-6 for a keeper, and we're good. I'm starting to think about Mo. No Mo, but I honestly don't know where else. Like, what other attackers I'll get. Ugh. I just keep doing my team over and over again, man. This might be a lean back with the mic for a second here, because, yeah, it's time for a lean back. I don't want Son, dude. I'd so much rather have a defender. There's so few like defenses that I back this week. Yeah, Rich. And Rich is good. I keep finding a way to put Billy Gilmore in the team. 4-1 red flagged. Check. Check. Yeah, I removed the bad okay emote, dude. That was so bad. Too bad. It was too bad. I know tinkering is the lean, yeah. I need a lean emote and a lean reward. Don't have those yet. In Stew we trust. Look at that. Lean emotes are we right? Yeah. Eventually. Son. Stewie. You guys like Stewie over Redders? There's literally zero reason to pick David Silva over Mars if Mars starts. Why do you say that, Hunter? I don't agree at all. I literally don't agree at all. Why won't David haul? Don't fall for the Herdman. Who is this guy? Why won't he haul? I just went over the fact that he hauls all the time when he starts. He has several double-digit hauls. Oh my god, this track is such a nightmare. I'm an OR 300. I don't care, dude. What? You think that's gonna make me trust you? Okay, so David has a 13 and a 17 in his last two starts. And here's a 9, 5, 9, 5, 11, 11. Oh, whoops. 11, 11, 10, 10. Wow, it seems like he actually hauls a lot when he starts. There's just no respect for David. Mars plays in the front three. Great point, dude. He also isn't nailed on to start. If you were to tell me they're both gonna play 90 and David's gonna play where David plays and Mars is gonna play right wing for 90, totally agree. Mars is a better pick. That's extremely far from guaranteed. Even if Mars starts, he can play 55. I mean that has happened many times. And trust me, I've just lived the Mars experience. It's a horrible feeling. Look at all these ones. 58, excuse me, not 55. Whereas Dilva in his final match ever at the Etihad and ever in a city kit, he's playing 90. It's also just respect. There's more to FPL than just points, and there's just respect. You know. Fun is having the same idea as everyone else. What? I would definitely start Mahrez over Sar. Are you crazy? Dude, I wouldn't start Sar over like a defender. Yeah, I mean, he might not start, but 30 minutes of Mars, I would take over 90 minutes of Sar. Not even close. Not even close. Like Sar, 90 minutes. I feel like best case is like an assist on a cross. Mars in 30 could goal and assist easy. I mean, it's gaming. It's not only gaming 38, but it's also the 5 subs. Like, so there's gonna be so much pep, etc. Fuckery. It's gonna be ridiculous. I am more fun than you can ever imagine. Wow, Alex Hunter, you are just losing clout by the second. So if I went Sun, I'd have to find another keeper, which I don't really want to do. Okay. Appreciate it, Roro. Where are your mods? I think only producer Nate's a mod, and he's probably not even here. Walsh is a mod too, but like this isn't mod worthy. Just a couple bros talking. Yeah, McCarthy. I was thinking about McCarthy. And Sheffield United are so bad at attacking. I love the text to speech, okay? It's one of my favorite things. You'll mod me? What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, Nate. He didn't toggle a mode only. I think he toggled sub only mode. That was like a top 1 Twitch moment. I don't know. This guy does goal scoring odds too, right? I feel Salah. Yeah, Mars is okay. It's pretty high. This is assuming he starts and plays 90, which I don't assume. No, I think he is clearly the better option if they both start, David. I think that's right. The things that aren't factored in, though, are A, when does Mars get subbed off? David's probably going to play 90. It'd be cool if you could stop talking extreme hyperbole. Yes, that would be really cool. And that would be really fun of you because you said you're so fun. That would just be like a fun thing. When does Mars get subbed off? Half? Could see that. 50? Could see that. Whatever. Is David gonna take a pen? Is David gonna take all the free kicks, all the corners in his last game? Are they gonna do everything in their power to get David a goal, etc.? Like these are insane, extreme game week 38 only factors that we can't predict at all. And David is really, really underratedly good FPL pick when he starts, like I was just showing you. So I don't think it's as black and white as that. Yeah, I mean these numbers aren't what they think will happen. I was talking about that earlier. Is Jesus better than Vardy? Yes. This featured chat thing, I wish this worked, man. It's really annoying that it doesn't work. Trying so hard. Why does this not work, man? This was like my best I'm so happy about this functionality last stream, and now it just like straight up isn't working at all. It's funny you mentioned that Dill's getting subbed at 21. I mentioned that on the pod. Like, imagine. It'd be so funny. So funny. Who did they play? What was their 11 in the Madrid match? Genuinely don't remember. It was so long ago. Actually, so fucking long ago. Alright, let's see. I'll pull it up on my phone. Champions League matches. Madrid City. So City started with Bilva, Kevin, Jesus, This team is bonkers, dude. The way it's listed on SofaScore is a 4-4-1-1 with Bilva up top. Oh yeah, I kind of remember that actually. Bilva up top, Kevin behind him, Jesus left wing or left mid, Mara's right mid, Rodri and Gundo in the middle. I kind of remember that now. I forgot about that. They played that weird Pep formation, and everyone was making fun of Pep at the beginning of the game, like, oh, he overthought it again, like, blah, blah, blah. He fucked it again, and then boom, 2-1. Nice green screen. Thanks. Yeah, David's got it. That's true. You can't do. Yeah, that's true. Actually, the empty stadium overrules the subbing at 21 minutes. There's no way they can do that to an empty stadium. That defeats the entire purpose. Another cheer. Okay. Oh, I love the Texas speech. Nice. Yeah, I guess with the bits you can do Texas. You can like type whatever you want. It's kind of fun. Yeah, Roro is always popping off. Well, look at that thing he's got next to his name. Staff. Twitch staff. So let's go. Oh man, I have to fill in the rest of the team. If I go with Son, why am I going with Son in a match that is? Actually, I don't think it's gonna be tight. I think Spurs are gonna easily win 2 or 3-0. Look at that. Look at these goal percentage, goal involvement. Don't go with Son. I'd go Antonio over Son. I don't trust West Ham now that they're safe, to be honest. More likely Dilva gets his massive dong. To be honest, I'm not even sure about the size of his dong. I just know he has 8 balls. He somehow stuffs into a jockstrap every week. Don't post the link, Roro. Just post the number. Because links are not allowed. Oh, I can see it, though. I can see it, though, actually. And the rewards queue thing. 8 balls. Yeah, actually. So if I went McCarthy, which I don't think is a bad shout. And I need another defender. I could get, like, Trent. It's insane how much money Mo frees up, right? Can't afford Redders. I could do this. I might just go gut feeling with this spot and get Miggy. 0.2 off, whatever. Who's everyone captaining this week? Raz seems to be consensus. Anyway, yeah, my team is super unsettled, obviously. Let's do some more roast my teams. All right, Swarley sent in his team. Let me see if this works, actually. Please say this works. Is it working? Can you guys see that? Yeah, fuck yeah. There we go. So that's Swarley's team. He sent in his free hit team instead of sending the ID just because, you know, ID is meaningless if you're on free hit. What do we think of his team? Hugo, Trent, Ore, Peters, Raz, David, Salah, Redmond, Kane. I mean, this is like a template incredible team, right? And I have absolutely no problem with any of these picks. They're all just really good. Could swap Redmond and Kane for Son and Ings. I just like Kane a lot more than Son for this week. Just straight up. Just this the moo effect, I think, has really reduced Son's involvement. Like, yeah, he can score a worldie like through 2 defenders' legs in any match, but I think Kane is much more likely to for like a brace or something. Well, that's his free hit team, Roro. It's not his current team. I love it, dude. Swarley, I think you're doing great stuff. Why no Moaz? I don't know. I just tinkered him out. Not sure. Redmond and Jesus to Ings and City midfielder. Yeah, I don't hate that. I mean, Redmond is like a fun kind of punty pick. I don't think he's the best pick, but it is fun. But yeah, if you wanted to go for just the straight up better, then Ings and a City midfielder are probably way better. I do like that. Good shout. DZ. All right, Swarley. Good stuff by you. So it's working when I do custom messages. The thing that's not working is when I click someone from chat, which is really annoying. Yeah, that sucks. It's really a glitchy site. It's like a beta test feature, so bummer. Guess I can't rely on it. Six points behind, number 1 in your money league. I like the move that DZ suggested though, Swarley. City midfielder in for Jesus and then Ings in for Redmond. It's good. Feature chat. It's not a Twitch feature. It's a off Twitch. I don't know why the hell it's not working. It's really tilting me, to be honest. You click the plus sign and it just doesn't go to the thing. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah, it's just a really good team, Swarley. You're good. You're good to go. Hemmings, are you on free hit or no? Because if you're on free hit, there's no point in sending me your team ID. Let's just see. See what Hemmings is up to. He doesn't have free hit. Okay. 23K, solid. 69 points, more than solid. No room for racism, but the all white and gray kit is really freaky, dude. Really freaky. Newcastle. Might as well just make the hoops black and just go full like Newcastle. 2.3 in the bank. Looking good. Looking like you're gonna pick up some trophies. It's nice. Why aren't you in the prize league, dude? Gotta get you in the mug league, dude. Let's see his recent transfers. Varden Pooley, nice. Pooley and Ings for Vardy and Douglas. That's great. Off Kane is painful, but we were all there. Wow. We're getting huge gifted sub action here. What the hell? 10 more. Thanks, Shrimp and Okra. Welcome, Mike. Two Shot. AZ Walshy. SK. Exolger. Sorrel. Zimon. The Finest. Tyrone. Dio Dubs. Virtual hug. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 gifted says. Turn! Sick. Nice. See the game week history. Wow, absolutely flying since restart. 200 to 23. What? That's nutty, dude. Up 100k with probably the bench boost here. Up another 20k right there. Up another 40k right there. Damn. So he free hit it in 31. So that was this week. So yeah, nice. Now you just need to hit it one more week. One more good week for the Hem Dog, and he's looking good. How many frees? Did he use one last week? So he should have 2 frees. Yo, chill, dude. Another 10? Oh my god. Let's go. Hype train. Welcome Neil, Mecha, Taste, Woo, Kerwan, Strom, Elron, Ben, Misty, Steel. Let's go. I can't even like keep up with chat because it spams all the shit in there. Let's fucking go. I'm hammered. I haven't followed yet, but I'm a sub. Well, get follow, dude. Give me the follow. Scam train. I need water. There we go. There's some followers. Appreciate you. Yeah, the 10 is working in our favor for the gifted subs. You're right. All right, so let's look at Hem's team. So, oof, not the best gaming 38 team. Not gonna lie. Damn, dude, this is really hard without free hit. It's super hard. I mean, you don't want. I mean, I mean, I guess. You're keeping Ings. You're keeping Greenwood. You're obviously keeping Kevin Mares. And the third defender spot is really bad. I'm just not sure you want to use a transfer on that. Your last 2 transfers. I mean, I guess you're starting Pooley. But for who? Being a sub of that falls like starting Ladman every week. Absolute Chad move. You're right. No, I think Klopp will start a strong 11. I just don't know how long they'll go, and I don't know how seriously they'll take the match. Yeah, Jim is okay. Dude, what do you do with this team? Where do you even start? Like Pooley versus Jim. The United guys all with a bad fixture. I don't think you hit in Raz, whoever suggested that, and you have to just get rid of audio. What, is the audio wrong or something? Oh. No, we'll still do lambs. Pull up. Actually, Walsh already emailed me his lambs. I haven't even opened them yet, but I'm doing this other stuff for now. Yeah, it'd be cool to turn Jim into Kane. I don't hate that suggestion. I mean, he has 2.3 in the bank, so he's almost there. I kind of like that move. It's annoying you have Ederson, so you can't go like Bruno up to Raz or something like that, or like one of your mids to David without changing keeper, which feels kind of bad. I'd probably just keep Ederson. It's pretty nailed on 6-pointer minimum. Yeah, it's probably something like what Falling suggested, like just trying to get Jim up to your favorite forward between Obbs and Kane, something like that. I mean, you have 2.3 in the bank, so you could maybe even get a Spurs defender, get Aurier and Kane or something like that. I like that. It's really hard though, Hemming. It's really hard with no free hit. I'm just like totally in the free hit mindset, you know? Where I'm like not considering any of these players, really. But I think something like that is good. Cheers, Swarley. Appreciate you. We're gonna do it from now on every pod, so happy that you're enjoying the YouTube. Yep. Anytime, Hems. Holy shit, there's so many. Let me see. There's probably not that many more available, to be honest. I don't know how to check that, though, to tell you the truth. Huh. There's a max number of the Rate My Team, so we'll see. Hi from Jack Elliott. Hi, Jack Elliott. Jack Elliott loves you guys. Jack Elliott is my nephew. Good lad. Probably wearing his Mets hat. Do you disagree with Walsh's take? See, that's the type of shit I want to hit it up on the featured chat, and it just doesn't fucking work, man. Man! I guess I can just custom do it, and it's not that diabolical. Kind of annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Let's see. How does this look? Pulling it up, pulling it up. It doesn't look that bad. So my whole thing with Walsh's take on Kane, I mean, we talked about this on the pod, right? Like we kind of both agreed with each other and just decided to go in different directions. Like I agree with Walsh's take on Kane in the sense that I think there's way better value in the defenders. I have more faith in them keeping it clean than in Spurs like Hauling or something like that, right? But I also was saying on the pod that I think Kane looks really good. Like he's been in better form recently than he has all season, or probably for the last 2 seasons, except for like the Bournemouth match or something, where he was god awful, worst thing ever. But I thought he's been looking pretty good. I think he's creating a good number of chances and like a key cog in their chance creation. I think Palace can be got at. Their center backs are really bad. They have a child playing left back. Their midfield's really bad. I just think they're really bad. Spurs need the win, and I think they'll get the win, and I think they'll score 2 or 3 goals. And Kane's involvement is absurdly high. He's getting in the box. He's getting huge chances. He's putting up huge XG. I just think it's as simple as don't overthink it. Great fixture, in form, huge numbers, eye test. Every box is ticked. So it's a matter. The value thing I don't think is wrong. It's just a matter of where else you want to spend it. If you felt extremely good about Obbs, for example, which I don't and Walsh doesn't, then maybe you go Obbs over Kane and you triple defense or something like that. Or if you're obsessed with Son like David, then you go Son over Kane and just that's that. But I don't know. I feel really good with Kane. I feel really safe with Kane. Like I just think points are coming for sure. But I don't know. Well, on the pod we were saying Obs is a better shot, but we kind of both, like without even talking to each other, we kind of both went the other way. Kane versus Jesus. I want both, dude. Don't you want both? I want both. Choke me, Elon. So this is what Walsh said in response, and I don't think he's wrong. I was struggling honestly to find the money elsewhere because I don't feel that great with Liverpool assets, and I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all about OBS. So I actually, while I agree in the value thing, I actually don't really see where to spend the money that much. Yeah, Ings is better than Jim. Even if he scores 4 goals, he's probably, does that even, what's the goals again? 19. 4 goals just ties Vardy. I mean, this isn't my final team, but I'm looking at Alonso. Let me get rid of the feature chat thing. Everyone's seen it by now. I mean, this isn't final, is what I was saying, but wait, why is it staying up? Now it's fucking broken again. God damn, this shit is glitchy. I'm just playing around, but I think Wolves are bad at attacking for the most part. I don't really expect it clean, but I think it's possible. And then Walsh and I basically both think that Frank will match Wolves' formation and play with wingbacks. And we know Alonso's class. I mean, he hasn't really been like doing it lately, but you know, with his frees and corners and how far up he plays and his deliveries, like he's always a shout for, you know, double attacking return is not out of the question at all. Like some insane haul. And you know, Wolves are a conservative attacking team, so there's a shout for a clean there. That seems like a pretty good upside pick. Probably kind of under the radar upside. Knowing Marcus, he'll probably hit the post twice and they'll concede, and it'll just be a 2-pointer. But the upside's there, yeah. How much money does your Vardy Golden Boot bet win? I always forget, but I think it was plus 2,000. So basically 20 to 1. You're expecting a lot of goals in that one. I think it's possible that there's some goals, but it's still Wolves. And they're not going to change the way they've successfully gone through the last, 75 Premier League matches just because they have to win. I mean, Wolves' ideal match is still a 1-0. 1 unit. Not stream time. I think it's uptime, right? Yeah, uptime. Yeah, it doesn't change their game plan. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to be particularly high scoring, but Alonso could do stuff. It's 38's so weird, man. We're predicting all these games. Like, yeah, I think this one will be KG. This one will be JJ. There's going to be some crazy ass matches, but it's just really hard to find them. Really hard. Should I join Walsh on Redders? I already have Ings, though. So if I put in a Burnley guy that I don't even want. Jesus, I have a lot of money. Pegs? How'd you get into being an odds guru? I don't know. Am I? I don't know if I am. Ings going balls out for the golden boot. Ings is good, man. Yeah, same, David. Redders and Ings. Ozzy, any bias there by any chance? Spurs and Wolves is something to play for sure. Yeah, that's why. I mean, this current tinker, I have Kane and Son in for a reason. Like, I think they might do it. Was it like last year or 2 years ago when Spurs beat Palace like 5-0? You guys remember that? When was that? I wonder if this will find it. I just assume Kane played and scored, but fuck, this isn't a good way to find it. So it would have been last season, maybe 2-0 win over Palace. 1-0 win over Palace. Damn, maybe it was longer ago. Dude, time blends together. When you've been like this closely obsessing over footy for this long, like I actually, now that I think about it, I have no idea when that match was. I see a lot of 1-0s. I'm looking it up. It feels recent to me. Does anyone remember that? Oh, it was last year? No, Palace won. No. I'm talking about Spurs specifically versus Palace. I'm pretty sure there was a massive destruction. Oh, there was a 4-0 this year? Wait. Am I have no sense of time anymore. Oh. Yeah, it was this year they beat them 4-0. Dude, I thought it was like 2 years ago. It was actually just this season. It just feels like 2 years ago, actually. No, dude. It's this year. 4-0 destruction at home. No, this is pre-moo, right? Game week 5? Definitely. That's so Spursy. 4 goals on 1.05. Oh, well, one was an own goal. One was a Son left footer. One was Lamella point blank. And another Son brace. This is CDM Kane though. Look, he had one shot from Paul Land. And Son was like in the box. Things have changed. Cheers, Ryan. Thanks for watching. Yeah, see you on Slack tomorrow. Oh my god. Slack is gonna be so good tomorrow. All the matches. Are you kidding me? That's a dream. This is good along. Thanks. I'm so excited, dude. So excited. Is Pepe gonna start? I need to like text Nate. He didn't start last week. Yeah. He started in the FA Cup, right? Yeah. He was part of that. He passed it back to Tierney, who then slung it up for the first goal against City. That was such a good play. Fuck. That was sick. So let me see. I just want to be reminded of their lineup in the FA Cup because that's probably what Arteta thinks is the strongest 11, right? What they played in the semifinal. Yeah, so that's Pepe, Laka, Obbs, front line. Hell yeah, Swarley, get in there. Look at your tier 2 with the 2 flames next to your kit. How many screens will I have up tomorrow? A lot of action. Maybe I can... I do have a spare... I have my work computer and I have a spare monitor. I could legitimately... I don't know. I could do some things. It'd be cool to have, like, one match on TV. Whichever is the best TV match. And then have, like, a goal zone type thing on a separate monitor. And then just my laptop for, like, Slack and Twitter. That'd be great. Don't get Pepe. F off. Oh, and Ketty was still banned. That's true. But Nketiah's not really a threat to Pepe anyway. And he played 90 against Villa when they lost. It's probably Laka and Pepe. Yeah, the X monitor is crazy. Oh no, Ozzy, dude. Come on. Yeah, Laka, it's a very cheeky differential. I don't think it's a bad pick. No, I don't think Laka. Oh, you're right. He did. I didn't watch that match live, so it doesn't stick in my memory as much. I'd probably start Peters over Nketiah. I think I have to limit the roast my teams even more than I have. There's just so many. I still have 6 more. This is water. This is espresso over ice. This is seltzer. Make it cost more points. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I might have to. It's too much. It's actually too much. $2,500. Not gonna go full 5K. I'll do 2,500. Because I still want people to be able to do it. You know, like maybe once a stream or something, because it's a big part of it. But I'd start forward in Raj, I think. You're back. Okay. Back. I also got myself a little non-alcoholic beer. Let's go. I'd start Bard's over Doc. Yeah, Johnny should start, but it's a bad fixture. Yeah, it does sound insane to say it out loud. Bard's over anyone sounds like, wait, what, bro? What if I got rich? Oops, caps lock. One shot, 0 shots, 2 shots, 1 shot. Oh yeah, that's why I'm not getting rich. I forgot. Hey, I'm just looking around, Strawberry. I'm open. I'm just open to new experiences, bro. There's so few midfielders I trust. Maybe I just go back to Pooley. I could get Trent. Yeah, I could get Trent. He's probably better than these midfielders I'm looking at, to be fair. I could go 4-3-3 also. Four, three, three. I mean, I might as well just start confirming these. Doesn't matter on free hit. Looks pretty good. Bamford gonna be the new McGoldrick next season? No, because he won't get as many good chances, dude. At least McGoldrick gets on the end of stuff. Like Bamford's just bad. You know? It seems pretty good. It's weird. It's really weird. It does feel weird looking at a 4-3-3. I agree, but there's so few midfielders I want, or just attackers in general that I want. Look at these matches. Like, don't want any attackers. Don't want any attackers. Maybe would, but he's significantly worse than these forwards. Don't really want attackers. Maybe stretch to Pulisic. Jim's like okay, really low ceiling, not good value. I have 2 attackers, don't want any more. Don't really want attackers. Both teams are bad. Don't want any attackers. Tight, cagey, disaster. I have 3 attackers. This is the match that is most doing my head in of all of these though. Because I think there could be a million goals in this match. I honestly think there could be like 5+ goals in this. And I presently only have Trent. But I'm saying, in my brain, I'm saying this could be a 5-goal game, but I'm not representing that with my team. There's a problem. Salah and Greenwood over Kane. Yeah, not sure what to expect from Mo, to be fair. I was thinking about Gale. I was actually thinking about Gale. Obviously, I was thinking about Gale. I feel like he's going to score. He loves Liverpool. He loves playing against Liverpool, doesn't he? Look at Richie. It's ridiculous for a defender. 60%. The problem is that just no chance of a clean. Gale at 50, St. Max at 36, Almiron at 30. Yeah, Bob is the next season shout, potentially. Trent and Robbo double up. The thing is, again, like the words that I'm saying out of my mouth, I feel like I have to back myself to some extent where I'm just like, I don't see a clean at all. I see YOLO from both teams. So, like, why would I double up defensively? I have no idea if like Keita's going to start or he would be the sort of cheap option that I throw in there. I could go Mahrez over Jesus to free up like a Gale slot or something if I actually feel that way. I'm only the 9-3 in the bank. So awkward, dude. It's so awkward, like, having this much money. There's your double up. Boom. Almost can afford it. So ridiculous. Everton, Bournemouth. I don't know, dude. Bournemouth are playing for their lives. Lives on the line. Very much. They need a win. They will be pushing. That's true. They will be pushing really hard, but they haven't been bad, and Everton have been extremely bad. You have to factor in. This is ridiculous. I don't know how to spend my money. Maybe I'm overdoing the money and I should just play with the team with 90. 90 mil team. Like, at this point, why the fuck not? Yeah, that's what do you guys think about that? Let me feature this. Right? Cuz this is a weird fixture. I'm curious what you guys think about it. Here's a lean back moment. So what do you guys think about Everton Bournemouth? Bournemouth need to win for a chance to stay up. Do we think that means Edward just throws everything, goes balls out forward, tries to just boss the game front foot? Or does that mean they play within themselves and but take a very cautious approach and their only chance of scoring a goal is like set piece or something because that's kind of how they score all their goals? DCL Hattie. He has been looking a little better. Yeah, Bournemouth are really bad. So are Everton. I mean, Everton are. They just lack a midfield. Rich. Yeah, it's very rogue. 7 managers have Bob in the top 10K. That's fucking amazing. 1-0 either way. Well, here's the thing, though. Say Everton go up 1-0. Bournemouth need to win. It's hard for me to imagine Everton keeping it clean. I think Bournemouth scores at least a goal when their season is on the line and they're throwing everything forward. I just don't see Everton and Pickford, etc., as the type of team that can just like hang on under pressure for 60 minutes or whatever. Bournemouth can dig out. And Bournemouth still have some decent players, at least attackers. That's a hard one to call, man. It's a really hard one to call. Really hard. I don't think I want fantasy assets from it, though. It's like you're either relying on a counter from Everton, because Everton can't create in possession. They don't have possession. So you're either relying on a counter, which means like Rich scoring a goal in like one of his 2 shots or something, or DCL, which I don't really like to rely on, or like, because right, it's that Everton aren't gonna dominate the match, and DCL have like one of his 7 shot games, right? Like that, I don't see that happening. Is that true, Bobbin? Well, there's Everton's so different now, though. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't think there's much value to be found in that fixture, but who knows? It could be an absolute fuckfest. Look at all these peacocks. What a nightmare. What matches are on TV? I should probably think about that a little more. West Ham Villa, Chelsea Wolves, Arsenal Watford, Everton Bournemouth, Leicester Man United. Wow, I have like no players on TV. Actually, none, right? Alonso. Wow, that feels bad. I need some TV players. This is the Walsh thinking. This is pod partner thinking. Having no televised players on the last day of the season, because the City match doesn't matter, Jeff. All these other ones matter. Well, I'll have something on TV, Rasta, and then I'll be streaming other shit. So I don't know. It's all going to be a fuckfest. Wait, I need something on TV other than Alonso. Yeah, Elemental, yeah. I don't think it matters much, but as a Brit, why the fuck is ours on Golf Channel? Because NBC owns the rights and they own the Golf Channel. That's it. Yeah, they don't know, Jeff. They don't know. Spurs not on TV, no. And not in the U.S. I'm talking about the U.S. Maybe I should get Antonio or something and watch that. Well, which of these do I want to watch most is another question. Wait, hold on. I need to throw this out. X televised extremely low. Yeah, Jeff, I'm just not sure how many I'll get to because there's a lot. There's a 6-team long queue right now. Man U Leicester, that's a horrible match though. Like that's in terms of excitement and quality, that's such a low on the list match, honestly. It's going to just be dog shit. I think it's going to be horrible. Absolutely horrible. United can't defend, but Leicester can attack, so get countered. Okay, Roro. Like both teams just want possession with very little attack. That's what both teams want to do. A lot to play for, but that doesn't like get me going. I don't care. Like, they're both going to be just playing very, very conservatively. That's all I know about that match. And it's going to be a horrible, horrible watch. Yeah, Braj and Moo. Yeah. I forget. Dude, that meme didn't get enough play. Like, that was good. Let me pull that up for people who didn't see it. Where is it? Where did I post that? Did I not tweet it? Must have. Yeah. And do nothing with it. Soundtrack's fire. Thank you. Nothing. Yeah, that was a good job by me on the nothing. I agree. I like the classical a lot more. A lot more chill. I've never watched or played or anything Yu-Gi-Oh, but this meme format kills me. There was one that I posted like a long time ago that might have been a Slack only one where it was like Thunshot versus someone else. You remember that, Walsh, or any Slackers in here? That was a fucking funny one. Wonder if I can find that. Damn, this is a lot of stuff. I have a folder of just like stuff I've posted. Yeah, definitely tinker with classical music only. That's actually huge. I'm looking around. Did everyone see Cole's GIF, by the way? That's another thing that if you didn't see it, deserves a little bit of attention here. Gotta pause it on here. Fuck it. So fucked. I'm fucked. Fuck. It's just good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. Oh yeah, if Dice leaves, they're done. Done. I'm looking for the other one, but I don't see it. Wait, what is this? Can't open this file? What? Hmm. Where did you find that classical playlist? I literally searched public domain classical music so I can play it on Twitch without getting a copyright thing. And there's a playlist on Spotify called Public Domain Classical. My favorite classical songs for use in YouTube and Twitch, created by Joseph Warren. I could link it, I think. Oh my god, that VAR meme was so good. I forgot about how good that was. Wow. Damn it, I really want to find these, but I'm like not good at finding these. There's too many files. Let's see, maybe I can. Oh, the Key and Peele one was good too. I have all of these in one folder. There's this. Classic. Whoops. What's this one? I honestly think this is one of the best ones. DM it to me on Slack, Jeff. That's a classic banger of a meme. Oh, here, Jeff sent it to me. Such a good meme. So good. So many lines. So good. Damari Gray just absolutely destroying someone. I can't find... Oh, man. I can't find these other ones. I should just give up. Yeah. Giving up. Good memes, though. Alright, should I start Walsh's Lambs? You guys want to see that? I assume you guys want to see that. Hey Walsh, fuck you. It's also a ridiculous week to do the rate my teams with half of these people on free hits. Like, there's not even a point in looking at your teams. Alright, let's see what Walsh wrote. Wait, so he sent me Lambs and then he sent Lambs amendment separate email. Okay. No transfers. Actually, I should do this in a different window because otherwise I can't see chat. Gotta see chat. I'm just running this playlist over and over again. I hope you guys aren't sick of it. It's just so good. It's so much better. Dude, Malte, I'll still do yours. I'm still gonna do all of them. I just not yet. So you can look back on the VOD or whatever. Alright, well first let's copy and paste everything in. And then I'm going to open his amendment email and make the changes and copy and paste those in. And then I'll start reading them and formatting them. All about Control Shift V. Underrated. Underrated keybind there. Match the style. Huge. Keita. Okay, Walsh. Davinson and Keita. This is like a weird Walsh team. Obviously Redmond. I'm not reading chat for a sec while I do this. Oh, he's only starting to. David. Alright, now let's open the other Walsh email. Lamb's amendment. Okay. Ings is out. For Ladwood. Wait. Mane. Mo Mane. And then Aurier in for Davinson. Oh, I was just saying Davinson's a weird pick. Makes sense. I gotta read these now and figure it out. What's everyone writing? Let me catch up. Thanks for the quality content. Thank you, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Control Shift V. Huge. Match the style, baby. Immediately, Malte. We'll just email you. Yeah. Bye, Roro. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for the gifted subs, too. Replenish his Walsh. Yeah, yeah. It's his favorite magic card. Alright, let's start formatting, checking this shit. Dude, I need to move this to the other monitor. I can't, like... My neck's gonna fuck up. Amendments or... Sure. Mine melted. Yeah, replenish this Walsh, dude. This Walsh. See you in Slack tomorrow. Hell yeah. I might install a thing in Slack that literally makes it so people can't chat as quickly. Because I think otherwise it might just be like impossible to read everything going on, but we'll see. Oh my god, dude, look at this. When me and Walsh pod, we usually talk our way through things and end up on a similar page on a lot of players. And then what's really crazy is we separate and then we end up on the same players. He has Marcus A, who I just brought in like an hour ago and was like, actually, I feel really good about this. It's like when twins are like separated and then 30 years later or whatever, they have like the same profession or whatever. Weird shit. Yeah, like it. Pod Minds, yep. The song fucks, yep. And in my speech at his wedding, I said something about how our brains like work the same way or something like that. That was fairly accurate. Does anyone have? I wonder if anyone has a video of that speech. I was a nervous wreck. I don't do public speaking well. This is kind of like public speaking, but not really. Mo Manes, big time. The videographer hired scammed you? What does that even mean? He didn't give you the wedding footage or whatever? Or never made a video or something? I didn't mention FPL. Did not. It might have been pre-pod. It might have been pre-pod. I think it was. It was really close to around when... Yeah, it's exactly. It's not quite the same, Steel Wing. Like, I don't feel nervous right now. I'm just talking on my computer in my comfortable space. Saying okay in a shaky voice. Like, oh, okay. Welcome to Walsh's wedding speech. This is the salon. It's like saying, oh, it's like how the Texas speech guy says, okay. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I didn't eat like the entire wedding until after I spoke. And every time I've given a speech at a wedding, which has been maybe 4 times, I kill it and it's really funny and everyone loves it. But it doesn't matter. I'm still just like, I can't even like eat because I'm too nervous. And then I kill it and then I feel great and then I eat and everything's good. Yeah, I don't know. Gail. I'm capitalizing this. Love it. This is beautiful shit. Oh, okay. It's like Scooby-Doo or something saying it. I was at a wedding where the best man was super nervous, took a shot. Turned out so badly the bride's father walked out. Oh my god. That's rough. I know, David Cap. So beautiful. My speech at my middle brother's wedding, I just like slayed everything. Everyone was like crying, laughing the whole time. So what's my current team? I don't even remember. Oh, I never made those other changes. I mean, that's just better, right? Toby and Mo versus Trent and Son. Give me Toby and Mo. Seems kind of good. Feels so weird to start 4 defenders, though. Not gonna lie. Do I really want to go McCarthy also? The one really disaster of a tune on this entire playlist is that one. Skip. It's not even a real. It's a fucking swing cover of a Bach. It's just horrible. Also, Emmy I think is reasonable. Walsh for cheap keeper. I know, but Potence, it's still like against Chelsea. I still don't like back it. Can I turn Potence? I have no money. I was just say, can I turn Potence into like St. Max or Stewie? There's not really anywhere to like make money. He's 4-4 already. And Pepe is 4-2. 5-2 Stewie. Gonjo. St. Max 5-3, damn. Well, if I'm not starting Peters, then should I go Rammers? What did I say about him on the pod? I said he's chaotic evil. I feel like that's the best way to describe Rammers. It's kind of funny though. It's like stupid. Dude, off pod Beasley. I ended up tinkering in Alonzo, and I just did Walsh's part of Lambs on here, and he also brought in Alonzo, and we didn't discuss him once. Yeah, I just think Newcastle. I mean, I said this on the pod, right? Newcastle versus Liverpool. I think this is the highest, in my opinion, this is the highest X chaos match of the week, of the weekend. I think this could be anything from 3-0 Liverpool to like 4-4. Yeah, Miggy's more expensive. My gut is Miggy, but he is more expensive, so I'd have to do more surgery. So Miggy's 5'8". Yeah, it's actually a lot. I'd have to find a lot of money. I'd probably have to get rid of Alonso. Newcastle did just play a 0-0 with Brighton, though. I mean, like, early on the restart, they scored 3, 1, 4, 2. And since City, it's just been 0, 1, 1. But even like this, like, yeah, their XG was kind of low, but they had a million shots, I remember. 22 shots. And the way Liverpool are playing, which is basically like, we don't care at all about defending. I feel like I see some stuff there. What's up, Daltsy? Yeah, I'd have to drop Marcos. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, Max is fine. Played 78 last week. 6 shots and 3 key passes versus Spurs 2 weeks ago. What the fuck? That's insane. The other route, if I wanted Newcastle, would be this. And then I have a way more money, and I could, if I still wanted Southampton coverage, I could join Walsh on Redders. Still with 1.7 in the bank, too. I could go back with like a thick keeper. Gale and Miggy? And just go balls out? Kind of ridiculous. I don't want Pope, dude. I just don't even want him. That's just like a preference thing. I'm just like not interested. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm back. For nth god. Hell no. I mean, McCarthy's pretty good. Although, low chance of saves. Should I just go Ryan? Just try and counter the Pope people? Give Ryan one last go after he was terrible for me all year. Yeah, it's so much less fun bobbing, right? Like if this was like a game week 1 team or something, you know, yeah, Martinez is okay. I don't know. I think it's good actually because Watford is gonna put everything towards scoring, and so I don't expect a clean, but it could be a lot of saves. Like it could be a 6+ save bonus point game, which is a nice floor because Watford's just gonna send everything forward. But just keep Pooley. So good. Actually so good. Yeah, that's the thing. The little arms are a real factor. Really, really real factor. There's no chance I'm starting Branth. You're not gonna convince me of that, dude. I'm sorry. Damn. Four, 6. Pussetto, Jack. Wow, there's a lot of gems at 4-6. Wrong Hayden. Coheed and Camarasa, damn. Wrong Gordon. Curtis Jones. That's easy. Oh, number 69, Doyle, though. Hmm. Now I already have 3 City. Hmm. So this is me just fucking off Southampton, Sheffield United. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, Susek next season. Definitely someone I'm looking at for next season. There's a chance he's like 5. Agreed with what, Dalty? Yeah, his team's actually pretty good, right? I mean, I really have like one major punt right here. The rest of the team is like pretty rock solid. Chuck that game in the bin. Yeah, I mean, it might be a nightmare. Like, yes, both teams have nothing to play for, but that doesn't always. Branth first bench over Curtis Jones? Yeah, right. Look at this doofus. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want in the Southampton Chaos. Like, I'm just not sure what to. What Walsh? What do you expect from that match? Southampton Sheffield. Yeah, it might just be like nothing happens in it. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Like, yeah, Ings is going for Golden Boot. Whatever. He goes for Golden Boot every week. Yeah, Redmond. Yeah, still on here, brother. Second highest X Chaos. Yeah, I think this is number 1 X Chaos. What were the 3 matches where nothing matters? Is these 2? And Burnley Brighton. Although everyone's like, yeah, but Burnley want to get Pope the Golden Glove. Like, whatever, dude. It's still meaningless. Is Ozzy still here? I wonder what he thinks of this match. I'm not sure about Pooley. Like, I'm very not sure about that. Wolves are still a top defensive side. You really think so, Bug? Bournemouth Everton? I don't know. Bournemouth needing to win. Just not sure. Yeah, Everton's one of the worst attacks in the league. Don't really see them scoring 4. Still beat Leicester. It's true. A Bournemouth 4, Everton 2. Yeah, I mean, we haven't really talked about that, but Bournemouth need to win. Like, is there really a world where Bournemouth score like less than 2? Like, why? Like, yes, they're really, really bad, but pushing King, Callum, Brooks, Stan, etc. I know, but Southampton are good, are kind of good. Yeah. It's just hard to imagine Bournemouth scoring goals in open play, huh? Yeah, except midfield and keeper, Walsh. That's the big difference. And the just the press from the midfield and stuff like that. What did he say, Bauman? What do you mean? I didn't see that. Look at Bournemouth, dude. So bad. That's on the season? That's so low. And they're 9.29 under. Remember when Callum was good? Look at Callum season on season. Look at this XG per 90. Drops 27. I guess it's more in line. I guess last year was more the anomaly, right? Look at this shots per 90, though. 1.59 this year. 2.3, 2.4, 2, 1.99. What the hell? Did Moise Keane say that he's going to get up to his prediction of 7 goals in this one match? Incredible heat map. All right, let's bang out some speed run rate my teams, roast my teams. And then I might get out of here before finalizing some shit on my team. So we got Paul M here on free hit with a small lead. Here, I'll just post it. I'll do feature chat. Kingswood. I'm not sure about spending like 15 million on double Liverpool defense and they can't keep it clean. Even though, of course, they could get attacking returns. I'd so much rather have like Kane over Wood. Biggest problem for me here is fighting off the free hit 10. I don't know what that means. $10 and 20 points behind you. Yeah, I just don't like the spending that many resources on Trent and Robbo, but the rest of the team is pretty template, which is good for sustaining a lead, I think. Double Burnley at the back. You have triple good City guys. You have Mo, you have Gloves. Yeah, it's just good. I would, if any, I would just keep Trent if you really wanted to keep one of them. And then spend the money elsewhere, like maybe Wood up to something. Yeah, 0 Spurs with the second best fixture of the week is kind of crazy. Just think about how much you're attacking City because they have Norwich. Well, Spurs having Palace is not as good, and obviously Spurs aren't as good as City, but it should still be attacked. I prefer any Spurs defender over Trent and Robbo this week. IMO. Robbo's stats better. Stats don't really matter for Trent, honestly. That's like saying like Bill the stats have been better than Kevin's in the last couple games or something. I'm just making words up, but it's like, dude, but Kevin. Yep. Next is Dan. Okay, so he's not on free hits, so I'll pull his actual team out. So this is Dan's team. 1 free hit, 0 in the bank. I mean, sorry, 1 free transfer. 0.07 in the bank? That's not possible. I kind of wanted to get into 1K. Like, no fucking shit, dude. Getting rid of Pule because double Wolves defense and United bias? Oh, I mean, don't let that factor in. Let's start with the basics of the kit with hoops on hoops. Nice gradient down from the black to the deep gray. Nice, no room for racism. Looking good. United fan league's rough. A lot of trophies coming your way with that could have been OR. Should do. 120th in the US. Wow, that's crazy. What moves did he make this week? Raz and Tarko. And for Kevin and Trent. Oof. Still good, assuming you capped Raz. Yeah. But yeah, those Trent points, baby. I mean, I don't think getting rid of Pooley is like bad or anything. He has a really bad fixture, but is it your biggest problem this week? From Nepal? Wait, where does it say that? Oh, is this a Nepalese flag? That's a fucking sick flag. Wow, that's fucking dope. Love that. Get out of here, Voldy. Wait, Jamal Adams actual? Jamal Adams to Seahawks, 2 first rounders. Wait, it was first round picks in each of the next 2 years. Wow, that's really, really depressing. What a horrible day. I gotta text my brother. I'm upset. I'm very upset. If you think Seahawks got fleeced, you've never watched Jamal Adams. He's a fucking world superstar. He's God. He's gonna be there. He's their like Cam Chancellor replacement. Like he's so good. He's so good. Fuck. That's so bad, man. I'm very, very upset. He was also like just the leader. Made it fun to watch the Jets. Anyway, back to Dan's team. One free. What do you guys like here? I mean, you don't really need to touch the attack. Nothing is urgent in this attack, right? You can just roll these same 7 out and feel pretty okay. Laporte's fine. Tark's fine. Ruiz, fine. It's kind of Doc, right? It's like... I don't know if you get more out of it, transferring out any of these than you do out of... Because you can't get Greenwood to anyone. You don't want to get rid of Jesus. He has 0.7 in the bank, so he can't really get Bruno or Tony up to like Son or anything significant like that. He has 3 City already. Can't get Pooley up to anyone significant. I guess it's just Doc to like Surge or something. I don't know. Sorry, dude. It's really hard, Dan. I'm not sure. Hard. I don't think I would take a hit. And getting rid of Pooley, he suggested getting rid of Pooley, but I just don't like really understand it. Because who are you going to? How much does he cost now? 7.4, so up to 8.1. There's no one, man. There's no one. There's like Redmond. Something like that. Some sort of punty pick like that if you wanted to do it, but... Mets getting no hit through 4. God, what a great day. Dude, I'm so not used to baseball like on every day. Like I watched the game yesterday and I'm like, wait, oh wow, we're playing again. Alright, Mats looks like he's doing well though, at least. Alright, that's Dan. 3 more. This is Megatron. I'll put his message up again. I think putting the message up is good. Gonna keep doing it. Third time's the charm. Been going well since I put my team on here. I might as well finish the season doing it. Current plan move is Vardy to Kane. I mean, that sounds great to me. There's no room for racism. Look at this full red wanker kit. This is like the green suit shit or whatever. OR 56, Malte. What a god. What a fucking god. Absolutely insane. That's actually fucking crazy. But apparently we're helping him. Yeah, Vardy to Kane is great. He's definitely a worse attacker. Not even close. And then this week you play Surge over Doc and you're good. Yeah, that's like simple. Super simple. Vardy to Kane, book it. Surge starts over Doc. You're done. Next. Easy. Love it. Apparently I've been giving him advice, Voldy, and it's working, so whatever. I'm better at talking about I feel than doing I feel. Czar 007, Jovan Dragicevic, Pikachu E. I don't like want to know what this means. Like I don't even know if this is Pikachu. What flag is this? Serbia. Is this how you spell Pikachu in Serbian? No idea. And Drugari means and comrades. So is this team name really Pikachu and comrades? Because that's fucking sick. That's so sick if that's his name. I wish. Oh man. Jovan, if you're still in here, let me know what it means. That's amazing. 212k. Does he have free hit? He does have free hit. So he wants me to roast his team, but like, dude, you have free hit. Like, I can't even look at your team. I can roast this ridiculous McDonald's kit that you're wearing right now, but at least you have no room for racism. This is like the McDonald's version of when McDonald's eventually sponsors Manchester United and they just have a giant fucking McDonald's yellow thing on the front of their kits instead of Chevy. This is what their kit's gonna look like. Wait, what was that team with the Burger King kits? Stevenage. Have you guys seen these? Ridiculous. Look at these kits. This is Manchester United's next kit. Except replace it with McDonald's. These are actual kits. Actual kits. Unreal, dude. Yeah, United will do that for sure. They're just corporate merchants. Oh, he's second in this league to Nikola Milijokovic. 30 points behind. Pretty unlikely, but it's doable. 18-23 in Serbia. Pretty good. Pretty good. See what moves he's been making recently. Wood in for DCL. Love that. Sun in. Love it. Obson hasn't been as good. I think those pictures are fake, dude. I think it's fake. I think it's fake. True, Bobbin. Always cheating Super League. Listen, I got no problem with always cheating. We're just like complete opposite pods for different types of people, you know? 3 amazing subs on free hit. No, I think it's mostly a waste, JBC. I think we'll know most of the 11s that are gonna play it. I don't think you need that kind of depth. Okay, Jack Healy last. Does he have free hit? First check. He has free hit, so looking at his players is completely meaningless. Justice for the 96, you love to see that. 96 points for Liverpool, love to see that. Look at this ridiculous boomer kit. Oh my god. Jack, what are you up to? Save the Ocean kit? Blue, white, blue. What is this? Sponsored by Sky? Man City fan, just what is he up to? Yeah, it's hashtag boomer kit, boys. He's wearing those boomer sneakers. Probably with a sponsored hat that he got for free. It's also a Sky hat. Or it's like a Barclays hat. That's what it is. Not even Premier League. It just is like Barclays. Got it for free at like a New Balance, like with the things in them. that make it more comfortable. Like he manually cut out a thing to put it in to make it more comfortable. Yeah, enviro friendly. Yeah, big Save the Ocean promo. Surely though, there's always loads of rotation on the last day. Maybe in some of the matches that are completely meaningless, but honestly, like there's a lot of matches with stuff on the line this week, and I don't see that much rotation. And also with the 5 subs, like you don't need to rotate that much. You can bring on youth guys as you need. Ahmed 1 out RBI triple. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I just opened it on my phone. Let's go, Ahmed. Yes. No room for ocean pollution, but sadly room for racism. That's so fucking true. What's his rank? Ooh. Spicy. Spicy since restart. Nice job, Jack. 601 last season. Excuse me? Jesus, there's some players in here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to feature chat his free hit team. Oh, come on. Don't fuck up on me now. It's the last free hit of the day. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. There we go. So this is his team. The 1 forward formation. The rare 4-5-1. Well, so I don't know if you've been watching for a bit, Jack, or not, but we're not. I'm now much higher on Kane than Obbs. I know that's not what we said on the pod, but I've gone full circle on it. I'm nowhere near Obbs anymore. I definitely like Kane a lot more. If you're going with that style of team, that shape of team. The mids are obviously outstanding. Follow Walsh's Redders thing. Redders captain last day of 18-19 brace got me into 1K. Let's go. Love that. And Pope, Aurier, Peters, Davis, Trent. No problem with it. I don't expect a Liverpool clean, but Trent's always a good pick. I'd go Aurier over Davis is the only thing. But otherwise, Jack, I like it. I'd go Kane over Obbs and Aurier over Davis. Otherwise, good to go, I think. You know, as long as you're happy with like Pope and shit. Guys that I don't want, but they're objectively good picks. Have I been streaming that long? Everyone keeps being like, holy shit, still going. I guess I'm approaching 4 hours. Pretty good. Have Aurier and Davis? Wait, did I read your thing wrong? Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. Sorry. Yeah, it's good. So bring in Kane for Obbs. Fantasy Classical Music Pod is the next pod. Hello, Strawberry Genius. Fair enough, Jack. I don't hate the 4-5-1. No problem with it. I just like Jesus a lot, but imagine I made Jesus into Mahrez. I'm like not that far away from 4-5-1. Not gonna stream till deadline. I have to like eat dinner and stuff and then sleep probably a little bit. But I did just bang out every roast my team, which feels pretty good. I'm surprised no one's done the higher channel awards yet. No one's done an okay ad, and no one's done run an ad yet. I still have almost no televised, guys, which feels really bad. Turn off stream, 100k channel points. Yeah, someone will do that eventually, I'm sure. You want to see Walsh? Walsh cameo? I think he's busy, man. He's got a baby. Oh my god, Mets take the lead 2-1. Let's go. If you found out random Liverpool players were starting with lineup leaks, would you pick any? Yeah, probably. But honestly, I think I'm just gonna skip lineup leaks. I just fucking hate them. I don't want the feeling at 9:30 in the morning to be like, fuck, I need to make this change. I don't care that much. If I wake up, I'm up and I'll do it, but if I don't, I don't. I don't give a shit. I haven't seen his tweets today. Let's see what he's up to. This is the only one that matters, right? Whatever. Bunch of babies. Yeah, Walsh. I already did Walsh's. This is the one spot right now that I just don't feel confident in at all. Like, just really not at all. I'm eating a cookie. I had this oatmeal raisin cookie that from the other day. It's still good. Cheers, Swarley. Later. No, I never cast during the matches. I'm just on Slack during the matches, Puck. Why not Antonio for that spot? Yeah, I could do. Villa defense is really underratedly good. They've been really, really, really good since the restart. And I also just am not sure what West Ham are up to. They're safe. And usually when West Ham are safe, they're really, really bad. So I don't like the Antonio pick much. Mings? I don't know. Does he? Not sure. Everyone's like, no, no, no. Nice to have another strawberry in her, yeah. Redders, Trent, Robbo, Almiron, St. Max, all better than Pulisic. Not sure about Almiron and St. Max, but yeah, probably I agree on the others. Lingard's only 6'3". Maybe I should just join Walsh and I'm overthinking it. Dude, the Redmond shit. I think it was a double game week 37, at least like 3 years ago when he was still in Norwich. And I brought him in and for a part of my minus 16 or something and captained him and he braced. It was incredible. No, Villa defense has been really good since restart, to be fair. But there's a lot of factors that go into defending, and I think it's particularly hard to evaluate center backs based on how exposed their team leaves them and stuff like that. It's hard. Like, don't forget, like VVD used to look bad, make tons of mistakes for when in those years when Southampton was bad, you know, because he would just be like, he was still good, clearly, and you could see he had a lot of skills, but he was like left completely isolated on counters and 3v1s and shit all the time, and it was like not really a reflection of him. So the question would be now is like, do I want to spend, I have extra cash, do I want to spend this 1.3 on anything more than just the bench? Could turn like Gale into wood. Could turn Emmy into pretty much any keeper. Not really though. Damn, Tark's 5'5". Podpool. I don't think they're gonna get Thiago. I still don't believe it's gonna happen, even though every rumor ever still says they're gonna get Thiago. No, I'm nowhere near, dude. Nowhere near being able to make that. Make that sun. Not even close. No, not really similar to Keita. Not at all, actually. Plays deeper. He's not really a dribbler. He's more of a passer. He's also old and really injury prone and on extremely high wages. Just doesn't make sense. We went off Abba because Arsenal are just Arsenal and they have nothing to play for, and he's maybe going to protect his players and they're not going to push super hard and all that kind of stuff. It's funny seeing an Everton fan type Origi sucks. Like, all he does is rip Everton to shreds for fun. Yeah, Minamino, I think, is supposed to be Bob's backup. Need a backup fullback more than anything, in my opinion. Maybe he hasn't had a long-term injury, but he's just always injured. Let's see. There's no... Doesn't say that here. Look at this shit. This is one season. This is one season. 1 season. That's 3 seasons in a row and another season. Oh, there's another page. Continuing that season. So every season, minimum 2 injuries going on for many seasons in a row. It's absurd. And he's old. Like, he's probably on the decline. He's probably going to get injured more. Yeah, backup left back is, like, so important. Lallana's on Brighton. Yeah, I like Wood, too. The thing with Wood, I agree he's, like, better, but, like, he has no explosive potential. Unless they get a pen, which I'm not really relying on. I would love Jamal Lewis. Absolutely fucking love it. Still alive, Dad lad. You know, Milner's an exception because he was on a free, and he's also a fitness god. So on a free, it's a lot more acceptable. But like, they already have a limited budget. They're not going to spend all of it on a 30-year-old, I don't think. Well, I don't know, guys. I think I'm going to end the stream. This is where I'm at right now. It feels kind of good. I'm not sure about the Redmond spot, but I feel pretty happy with the rest of the picks. I might pump some in with the bench or something, but I think mostly it's sane, and then I have like my 2 fun spots with Redmond and Gale. Not bad. But I'll figure it out and do up a Lambs tonight. And see you guys on Slack tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, cheers. Thanks for watching, everyone. Scenes. Yep. Thanks for everyone tuning in. Am I waiting for leaks? I'm not sure if I'll wake up in time or not. I hate leaks so much, I might just sleep through them. We'll see, though. Thanks, y'all. Later. Thanks. Peace.